What's happening, family? Welcome back to another episode of Let Us Tell It. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Tank.
Gooseby. How y'all doing?
It's Greg Gooseby, by the way. This is a weekly podcast we do. If this is your first time tuning in, we greatly appreciate it for one. Two, hey, we making things happen.
Yeah, man.
Views is up, comments is up. People seem to be liking it. But this is a podcast where it's two regular men, just black men doing our thing. We out here, we represent for us. And when you read all these articles, you read all these things, you hear about these stories about what men do, why men do this, why men do that. Well, you know what? Let us tell it. Talk to a black man about it. Talk to a man about it. And that's what it is.
Get it from the source.
Hey, right here from the horse's goddamn mouth.
It's that pure.
Yeah. Uncut.
Straight up off the farm. Organic. Yeah, I like organic stuff.
Anyway, so we got another segment for y'all. What'd I say I was gonna call it?
He won't marry me, or he
No,
didn't
that's the
marry
title
me.
of the. I'm talking about the segment.
Oh,
Upgrade and improve.
upgrade and improve.
We all over the place, y'all. I don't think
are.
I was ready to start recording, to be honest with you. So this is another segment that we got. We're going to be doing along with we did a segment a couple weeks ago. Anyway, we just going to keep these going as we come up with them. We're going to bring some back. We're going to try something out. If we don't like it, we're going to kick rocks on it because we're going to do it what the hell we want to. Yeah. So this is called Upgrade and Improve. So this is a segment that we'll do. We'll talk about something as a husband, as a brother, as an uncle, as a son, something that we could improve on in one of those aspects or all of them. So you want me to go first or you going to go?
I'll go first.
All right.
So something I can improve on, something I've noticed, every time my wife cooks right, she gets online and she looks up these recipes and she orders the food, comes in and she chefs it up. I mean, stuff this, scallops that, seared
What
salmon.
they say, doing all the things.
Just doing all the things. I mean, making it happen in the kitchen, right? Then I come in and I cook. And I'm like that meal plan bodybuilder dude. Give me some rice, some chicken, and some vegetables.
Yeah.
And I'm good. And that's what I cook. So I do some chicken, I do some rice, and then I do just some vegetables. And that'll be that.
And that'll be it.
No sauce, no
No garnish. You ain't got no decoration on the side of it.
And my daughter is even like, is this it? So I think I can improve and put more effort in cooking dinner when it's my turn to cook dinner. Put some more energy into it and show them, is it appreciation? Yeah, some appreciation and cook more than just some chicken
thought behind it.
Put some thought behind it instead of just steaming some broccoli. So I can improve on that.
I had that revelation too about myself. I like to throw stuff on the grill. And it was one time where I got all excited. I said, I'm going to prepare this, prepare that.
Yeah.
This was years ago. I done, stepped my game up with my vegetables and stuff, especially when it's come to the grill. But I realized once I was done, I ain't have nothing but meat. It wasn't no sides. It wasn't no vegetables. I got done. I said, this didn't even cross my mind. We ain't even got a full meal here. Nope. We got protein. You need a whole lot more than that. No, but I feel you on that. One thing, being that it's coming up, and I've been struggling with over the past few years is Mother's Day for my wife.
Yeah.
I've been slacking, like for real. Last year, I don't think I did that bad, but the years prior to that, I think the whole time we was in that second house, because it was always like came up out of nowhere. Like, oh crap, me last minute, me leaving out that morning, going to get some flowers and stuff.
Yeah,
like I don't know. I just been slacking up on it. I think last year I did pretty good. Year before that, I may have did okay. But years prior, it's like I need to improve on this. And now I have to purpose like I do with a birthday or Christmas. I need to start thinking about it
now,
far in advance, right now, even months ago, and come up with something. And usually Mother's Day, I usually try to do something a little more practical versus just a gift or something that she could utilitarian, something she could actually use. But every now and then, I could just do like a gift. I got to that point. I was like, I can't wait till these boys over to know so they ain't got to worry about this no more.
You got 4 of them. They can cover all the costs.
Man, yeah, everything. But then, like I always do good with my mom. One of Mother's Day is one of those holidays I like really appreciate. I go all out, especially with Mama. And I was like, I will go all out for my wife. However, it's always like, I feel like I always got more time. So, but when I do get something, I be going all out. But when we start asking each other for suggestions, like for Father's Day, what you want, Mother's Day, what you want, that's where it just goes to crap. I'm like, I'm just going to get you something that I think you would like, and that'll be that. Yeah. So that's something I could definitely improve on. So this week we got Mother's Day and gift give, because I'm a gift giver. That's my love language. But Mother's Day, gift giving, and cooking, and putting some thought behind it.
Put some thought behind it. That might be a card or a T-shirt. Put some thought behind it.
Don't be telling everybody.
That's true. We're going to cut that out.
No, we're going to leave it in. But I swear, if I see one of you heifers with put some thought behind the shirt, you see that face. So this week, fam, we are talking about how we did not want to get married.
Oh, my goodness.
Simple as that. So no, really the basis of the whole thing is a lot of men put out a lot of excuses when it comes to getting married.
Yes, they do.
They might not even be, I guess, they excuses. That's what they are. But it's like you get the whole, some of it's fear, some of it's like, I'm not ready. They try and put logic behind doing certain steps. And we're going to talk about it, because a lot of people was like, why men will do this, do that. You want me to go ahead and kick it off?
Yeah, kick it off.
So one thing I have noticed, even when I was coming up, you still hear it. You hear more of the positive sides, but people always said it as a joke of don't get married. Boy, you hear it from your uncles, you hear it from, older people, oh boy, don't get married. But then it's they contradict it, or it's like an oxymoron, because they'll be like, what happened there? That was a good girl. You let that one go?
Yeah.
But then when they talk about as a joke to about their own wife or whoever, boy, don't get married. And then especially I had a game plan when I was younger. I said I wouldn't get married before the age of 27. I was like, 27 is that's when I'll be ready to settle down.
Mine was 30.
Yours was 30? Uh-huh. Yeah, we get these thoughts, and then you're not fully thinking when you come up with that age. It's like you probably 20 when you thought of that, right? Yeah. So it's like you don't fully know what's going on. So with me, and I've heard this excuse many times when we started dating and started getting serious, there was that thought process of I need to be somewhere specific in life in order to get married. Mm-hmm. And a lot of men, it's an honest statement. A lot of men want to be, because we see ourselves as providers, as protectors, as this, that, and the other. And it's like we want to have our stuff together as far as financially in order to make that step.
That's true.
But we gonna let us tell it. We gonna be honest. Some men just want to keep that theoretical booty around, the booty that they think they might get, and they I don't know if I'm ready yet.
Can't leave these streets.
Yeah, you can't leave these streets. I don't know if I'm ready yet. But ladies, y'all gotta ask specifically. What are you waiting for?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get specific. When Angel asked me, I was able to give specifics. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to be here financially. I want to be able to do this, do that, do that. Was that stuff true in my mind? Yes. Was it absolutely necessary? Absolutely not.
Nope.
The fact that we got married and we have both excelled in, she's excelled in, we've both excelled in different careers that we weren't even thinking about when we got together or got married. Mm-hmm. So that's part of that building block of, getting your partner and working their way up with you. Because it's almost like that thing. So when you plan on getting married, do you plan on all success coming to a halt? No, you shouldn't. No, I would hope not.
Yeah, but that's,
you know what I'm saying?
They get scared. They think stuff.
Yeah, they think it's gonna come to a halt, but I don't know.
I said we.
Yeah, we. Think it might come to a halt. They think fun's gonna come to a halt. You won't be able to do this, do that. You even hear the stand-up comedians, if you like having sex, don't get married. That's on them. I'm more active now than I've ever been in my life. It's like, what are y'all what's y'all going through? It's real work, if you got the dudes that put all the women, I got this many women. Why would I give all that up? You know how easy it is to have multiple women that you're not serious about?
But even if you do have hoes, in different area code. You're not doing it every time you want to do it.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's this dude at work I used to work with. He broke it down.
Hoes?
He was talking about, they not hoes, man. It's just women.
Women.
God dang.
It's the
Well,
song.
it's been nice. Glad y'all been tuning in with us. So we'll catch y'all once this dies down. Hey, you know, it's been real. You know, come holler at me. That was Greg Gooseby. Marcus
man.
ain't on the gram and have nothing to do with that.
Ludacris wrote the song. Is it Ludacris?
Yeah,
he wrote the song.
Nah, he was breaking it down. He said he's been married. I don't know. Let's say he's been married for 10 years, and him and his wife are, you know, they are still very active. He said we're active. On a bad week, it's maybe twice a week. He said usually 2-3 times a week we active. He said you single guys can only dream of being active with to one or multiple partners that often.
Yep.
He said I've had more. He said I've if you want to just think about sex, he said I've done more in the past 6 months as you probably done in the past 6 years. Or whatever. And the dudes are sitting there and he was like, yeah, calculate it up. You know, and I was like, that's probably a good point.
That is true.
But no, what I was saying is it's when I was single, it's easy to have, you know, multiple women that you're not serious about versus putting your all into one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for guys that beat their chest up talking about, oh, you know, I got this, I got that over here in Delaware, over here in Florida. That's easy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They ain't putting no work behind that. But that's one of the things that, you know, that's one of the reasons why a lot of men be like, I don't think I'm ready yet, because they think all their fun is going to end.
That's true. Especially now, though, because of social media.
Oh, yeah.
They get to see.
They see what they could possibly have but never will.
Yeah.
It's like,
or they seeing what their friends are doing easily. Just,
maybe. What their friends are putting out there and making it look like easy.
Yeah. That's true.
But what was your?
I think that an excuse, the money issue is an excuse. The excuse, man, you might hit most of them, but the fun is gonna end. Being where you want to be in life.
Because that is like a strong.
Yeah, I mean these are, like you said, they're excuse. They are excuses.
Yeah.
All right, because. You can,
whether it's a good one, a lot of times not BS.
Yeah,
it's just an excuse. Like, hey, I can't do this because I need to do this first.
Yeah, I wanna pursue this career or finish school first, blase, and then I can commit to you or get into marriage. For me, I think my thing was I was just scared, man. I was like, man, this is gonna be more responsibility. I'm gonna be committed, and this young lady is going to have a real concrete voice in my life. So whatever she says, I have to really now commit to listening and to really consider what she's saying to me, because she's no longer, oh man, it's just my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. She's gonna be my wife.
It holds some weight now.
Yeah, it's gonna hold a whole lot of weight. So that's what I was scared of. I'm like, man, this is gonna be rough. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, man, even when she was my girlfriend, I mean, you playing house, she was living with me. We was doing everything together. That kind of chucked that excuse out the window. Like, man, you basically married already. So I was just scared of the responsibility of now being truly the head of a household. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has my last name now. Like, whatever happens, it's on me. That happens in my household, it's on me. So that's what I was afraid of. But you ain't got to be afraid of it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you think, because when you were saying that, I was just thinking, do you think from coming up in a household and seeing your father being head of the household, you didn't even know you were doing it, but comparing to what it's like now, I see the responsibility that he has, and I'm thinking I can take on that responsibility myself of being responsible for her, the family. Not that you solely responsible for it, but as a man, a lot of us, that's how we feel. It's like, no, this is on me.
Yeah.
You think you was doing that, like mentally,
For
like
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
I didn't think of that, and literally until you were just saying it, I was like, dang, I think I was probably like, hold on, I ain't ready to fill daddy shoes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, the way my dad worked and the way he provided for us. I mean, the money he was making as I was growing up, I was like, man, I was probably at his salary or whatever, but I felt like I wasn't doing enough to support my wife too, or my girlfriend too. It wasn't. I didn't feel, and then kids, I didn't feel like I was ready for a child at all. Like, no. So that was scary, but it was just, you'll get over it, or it'll pass once you get into it and you realize, oh man, this is marriage. It's not just a piece of paper or a title. You know what I'm saying? But
it's one.
How can you say it? It's
marriage is the actual step of getting married is a title.
Is a title.
In actuality,
but it's a whole different feeling though.
Yeah.
Other than girlfriend, it's a you're stepping into something else. Like the way I looked at it, it's a partnership. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I looked at things totally different as a married man versus a boyfriend. I took my relationship serious, but it wasn't like,
just real quick. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. Somebody's using a hammer drill upstairs. If y'all can hear it, I think maybe a little bit. I just wanted to address that. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm like, it seems like he getting louder, like moving this way toward us.
Might be. Or outside doing it. But yeah, that's what my issue was. I was scared of the weight that the husband role meant I would have to carry. I wasn't ready for it, but you just never gonna wake up and be like, whoo, I'm ready to be a husband today.
Yeah.
I want to marry you.
Right. You know? Nah. I think more times than not, a lot of it is it stems from fear, whether, men are willing to admit it or not. Mm-hmm. Not being in where you want to financially. That's fear of not being able to provide. Wanting to get somewhere in your career. Again, that's fear of not being able to provide. And, most times for a lot of men, our income and how we're doing in our career has a lot to do with us.
Yeah.
Like when things wasn't going right at work, my whole personality would change. Mm-hmm. I'd be like just stressed, anxious, just everything going on. If you go back and see any videos I was in between probably 2018 through end of 2019 into 2020, I'd look a lot smaller than what I do now. Cause I was depressed. I was bad anxiety, lost my dad on top of things not going good at work the way I wanted them to. Stepping into a new phase in my career that I wasn't technically, I was trying to get to another place, but I basically had to take a route that I was not prepared for because I didn't think I would need to do that route. Basically in a position that I had no training for. And then, of course, me being a man is like, oh, what you mean? I didn't know what to do. And I done been the man in my, position for 20 years, in my career for 20 years. Now I'm stepping into a new spot. So going through all of that stuff, like I was going through it. 50% of that was my career. The other 50% was, just dealing with death and everything. And then questioning my career. On top of that, like, is this truly what it is that I want to be doing? Yeah. After working so hard to get to a specific level. So and then a lot of times if you ask men, it's like, well, what is it? Why don't you? I just don't feel like I'm ready. I just don't feel like I'm ready. It's like, for women, I can go ahead and tell you now, ask for specifics. Yeah. You got to ask us for specifics, especially once you start getting to a certain point. Luckily for me, Angel, she knew that she wanted to get married. She was pretty sure that she wanted to marry me. So that's something it's not like she was hounding me, but she was like, I'm not looking to be a long-term girlfriend. Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like, I know she don't want to be a long-time girlfriend. And me, I was at the point of, so if I don't want to get married. What is it that I'm trying to do?
Yeah. But you knew now. You knew she told you, so you know.
Yeah, I knew exactly what she was expecting.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. She was up front and told me exactly what she was expecting. And then, I was like, so I had things to figure out for myself.
Yeah.
But that's where a lot of people, not to say marriage is for everybody, because it ain't. Nah. Like, I know people that are single. I know people that don't even want to be in a relationship. They travel in the world by themselves and they want to be single, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for people that you think you want to get married, or you pretty sure you're with your partner, and even if there's one of those things where you don't want to get married right away, which is understandable. You got to get to know people. Don't just be jumping out and getting married. But once you get to that point, there needs to be a conversation, and everybody needs to be upfront and honest.
Yep, that's exactly.
Like, for real. That's all I can tell you. It's like,
that's what women, usually it's women that want to get married more than men. Obviously, certain situations, it's the opposite way around. But most men are not growing up thinking about, oh man, this family,
the wedding day,
I'm gonna get married and have this. Most men, not all, aren't even thinking about marriage until your lady tells you, hey man, it's been 2 years now. We've been living together for a year and a half. I done smelt your shit.
Yeah.
I done cleaned up your throw up. I done did this, cooked your dinner. I done did everything there is a wife does. I'm letting you know now, I'm looking to get married. Just putting it out there. So women,
I ain't ready yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But women, I mean, yes, women, you should tell the man, be clear, like Tank was saying, they had this conversation. Angel let him know, this is who I want to be. And I'm not trying to waste my time. Because obviously women, you get married, you probably going to want to have children. You don't want to be 35 and up trying to have your child, because there's just risks.
Yeah, it's a biological clock you're working against.
So you can't, women ain't trying to wait that long, you know what I'm saying? So women need to tell men, and once you tell the man that, that's on you, the time limit you give them. But 5 years.
And also, let's be clear, because people take everything personal. When we say you don't want to be 35 and up, meaning the risks go up the older women get to have a baby. I'm just saying, wanted to be, because people going.
Okay, so if you're, I'm speaking from this standpoint.
Yeah, go ahead and finish what you were saying.
If you're 25 years old, dating a guy 2 years, now you're 27. Okay, women, you don't want to wait from 27 all the way to 35 to have a child, because there's risk involved.
Yeah.
With your body. And I mean, your eggs, you're losing eggs every day or every month. Yeah. Every month.
How often it is.
So that's
all we saying.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. If you're 34 right now, obviously you might have to wait till you're 35. But anyway, women should voice this to the man and let him know what's happening. So now he can't say, well, you never said anything 10 years down the line. So voice that, and so you won't waste your time. So the year after that, or 2 years after that, if he hasn't proposed or even showed you any interest in being married, you might just have to just pack your bags and go straight up.
Yeah.
But the excuses that he would give you would probably be the
I'm not ready.
I
want to be financially stable. I want to get this spot in my career.
He might even say, you ain't doing everything I need you to do as my girlfriend right now. So
if he ain't voiced what that is,
you need to step. To step that up. You ain't cooking. We ain't having sex enough. This, that. You ain't making enough money. Whatever excuses he's giving you, he's gonna have something in his back pocket or whatever. So that's on you. If you don't
want to make his step, but again, that's clear communication. The same as you are clear with him, he got to be clear with you. He got to be upfront of what he's looking for, and that way there can't be, or you ain't doing this, well, you ain't voiced it. But those conversations don't end once you get married either. It's like what you're looking for in a husband, what he's looking for in a wife, what Angel's looking for out of me, what I'm looking for out of her, those kind of conversations continue. And also, while you're dating, what a lot of married people don't even realize, or not people dating realize, once that ring goes on the finger, y'all been living together, that don't change a whole lot of stuff. It literally becomes, me and Angel call it a legal partnership.
Yep.
And in our partnership, what has happened is, again, she was already acting. I started off, I was an electrician, moved to California. I was a building engineering, moved up in general contracting. She continued to act. She became social media influencer / actress. I'm full-time influencer now. That would have never happened had I stayed single.
True.
Had I not met Angel and moved to California, that would have never happened. I would have still been doing construction or electrical work, or who knows. But I definitely wouldn't been in the position that I get in now. So that's what I was saying earlier about people feeling like I usually hear it from men. That's why I'm saying men feeling like they need to be somewhere specifically in life. A lot of times, I can't say a lot of times, but it may be possible that you won't reach that specific place in life until you get your partner, or you may further excel far past what you were trying to get to because of your partner. Example, I look at Steve Harvey.
Yep.
One of the reasons he's where he is right now is because his wife, Marjorie, she's made him step his clothes up, the way he talks, all of that is like, if you want a certain kind of money, you got to look a certain kind of way. He wasn't going to do that by himself.
Yeah.
That's that partnership that I'm talking about. People always say they want their Michelle or they want their Barack. Michelle and Barack didn't meet each other as the Michelle and Barack that we saw in office. Mm-hmm. They met each other in college. Ain't no telling what kind of foolishness they was getting into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What Barry was all up in the streets doing, or what Michelle was out there doing. They developed together, so that Barack and Michelle, they built each other up and became what they are. They didn't meet each other at that. One thing I would like to tell men just real quick is one thing I did notice. So, dudes, let's say that, I want to get somewhere in life. And then they like, oh, I know dudes that got to a specific place in life. It's like, feel like these chicks is after my money. Oh. Well, if you met somebody when you was broke, you wouldn't have to worry about after your money. Yep. One of my boys, I ain't gonna dog him out too bad, but he broke.
Oh man.
But in the music industry, he had his girl at the time, and he had all this theoretical money that might be possibly coming in. Okay. So the concerns was if he gets serious about with his girl, her signing a prenup and having that conversation now. Because if something happens, her taking half of his money, he ain't trying to have that.
Yeah.
I told him straight up, if she's with you now and you end up making it big, she deserves half of what you got.
Yeah.
Because she's with. I see the living conditions you in. I know how much money you got. I know what you going through right now. For a woman to stick with you through all of this crap that you in right now, if you so happen to make it big, there's a good chance she's a good, strong part of the reason you done made it big, and she deserves whatever she get out that settlement.
That's true. I agree with that.
If you
when a woman is with you from the bottom up and dealing with all the conditions,
oh my God,
ain't no prenup, man.
I'm like, it ain't no way you ain't using her car, or she ain't buying you food every other day,
and she ain't with you like, oh, he gonna get, I'm gonna take him for everything.
Ain't no woman that patient. Nah. Hey, he gonna make it big in 30 years, and that's when I'm gonna cash in. No, she foolishly loves you.
Yeah.
So even like coming up, when I was late teens, early 20s, even mid 20s and stuff, that was one of the things. Like, I had friends around me get married, but I knew I had a lot of the same friends I had then I still have now. One of my boys, he just got engaged. Was it 2019? I think it was before the pandemic. I think they ended up getting married during the pandemic in 2020. But even him, is like when he called me and he was like, hey, we talked about it a little bit. He was like, she's talking about marriage, and they were working out issues, as far as, kids, how they want to raise the kids. These are all conversations they was having. Religion, how they going to, raise their kids in the church, out of the church, or, my side, your side, will we let them decide later on in life, that type of thing. But then when he started, I was like, he's like, yeah, I think I might start looking for a ring. And even then, at me and him the same age, at that age, hearing the hesitation.
Yeah.
I think even more so, even though I think I'm pretty sure they're looking to have kids. Even more so being at that age, and especially her reading the biological clock, him being pretty comfortable in the career that he's in, but still having that hesitation. It's a lot of fear when it comes to that, because you, as a man, you do feel the weight of the responsibility of even the theoretical what might be coming down the pipeline. That, am I ready to do this? It ain't like, it ain't always, am I ready to get married? Am I ready to just be committed to one woman? No, a lot of times it's, am I ready for this responsibility of taking care of other people solely on my shoulders?
Yep.
Ready to make sure that they are safe, that they are fed, even though that's not what it is, because you marrying a grown woman, she can feed herself, she can, she got her own career, but it's still a whole thing of, it's not her and me, it's us. And those posters where they have the man carrying the child and pulling the wife up, and it's like, that's mentally that's what it feels like. It's like, I got to make sure that I am ready to take care of these people. That's a big fear behind it.
And you ain't got to be fearful because you have a partner. You know what I'm
saying?
You know who you marrying now, so that's on you. If you're marrying a young lady that's not morally sound and doesn't want to do anything, and the way she is now is just take care of me, blase, then you might not want to marry that young lady, unless that's what you want. But if you want a companion that's going to help with everything in the household, and elevate you at the same time, then I would say marriage is a good thing in that case. But you need to know who you're proposing to, and usually you have enough time. 2 to 5 years of dating a girl, man, you should know. If you don't know,
that's a long time to hide something.
If you don't know, she probably just a booty call or something. You just see her every now and then, smash, and then go do whatever else you got to go do. I mean, I don't see a guy dealing with the girl for 5 years and not even consider this girl being, a lifelong situation, other than a booty call.
Yeah.
And if young ladies, if that's your situation, reevaluate, because guys will, I'm not going to say string you along, but they will deal with you as long as you let them deal with you.
Yeah, that's facts.
I mean, until you tell them get out, they ain't getting out. They gonna keep on getting your cooking, keep on getting them cheeks.
Yeah, the cookies and the cooking.
Yeah. Whatever else comes that benefits them, splitting the rent or whatever, they do it for life until you, hey man, what are we doing? So you got to turn that light on for them. And guys, once they do come at you like that, or once they do come at you like that, once the young lady gives you that ultimatum, you shouldn't be afraid of it, especially if you've been living with them, y'all splitting bills, having children, y'all out here having kids.
Yeah.
With your roommates.
You got a 15-year baby mama. Yeah, a 15-year roommate that you got a child with.
I mean, come on. And nothing changes once you get married. That person is going to be the same person you've been dealing with. And the only thing now is you all should now most definitely hold each other accountable for everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. With marriage, you're held accountable.
Yeah.
Oh man, I cheated on my girlfriend. Cheated on my wife. What?
Yeah, that's a little different.
You tripping. What you talking about? So now it's man up time. Mm-hmm. This is where man up should be used. So, guys, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's hard work. It's real. It's gonna be hard work because I can break up with my girlfriend, divorce my wife. Like it's different. So now it's gonna be work. It doesn't get easier. And don't let your lady scare you into marrying her. Mm-hmm. You should want to marry her for real. Because young ladies will always say this. Well, if I was married, if I was your wife, I'd do more of this. Or if I was this, I'd do more of that. That's not the case.
Yeah, that ain't always the case at all.
That's not the case at all. They're going to be the same person.
Yeah.
You all will grow together once you're married, but usually they're the same person.
Yeah.
Straight up. So don't fall for that. Do what you feel, really feel. And if you're not feeling the young lady, let her know. Let her go find somebody that feels her, and y'all move on. But don't get pressured into doing it.
Yeah. A lot of women may hold out. It's like, I ain't gonna open up the full blossom of me until I got that ring, which may be true also. But we speaking on where we're coming from, the type of woman that we like, the type of women that we're with. Because I do know women that just want to be taken care of, and I know men that just want a woman that they can take care of. They wouldn't be able to handle like a boss type chick, or like another. Like me and Angel are both alphas. Like if Angel was single, she would be a boss. She would be an alpha. She'd be doing her thing, same as me. And I even have friends that wouldn't be able to handle somebody like Angel, or even or Mel or something like that. Like both me and Greg, we are attracted to the type of like an A-type personality, the ones that gets it done, that ain't waiting on nobody to hold them up. Even though as Angel allows me to be that type of man in her life, and that was actually something that came up within our relationship. It's just like, you do this and do that, or people will say, oh, why don't you help your wife or open the door for her? It's like, because this chick just goes off and does what she wants. And we had that conversation, and like, she had to tell herself, allow him to be the man that he wants to be in the relationship. And I have to, same as I have to allow her to be the woman. It's like if I was going and doing things that she would strive to do for me, it's like, no, don't worry about it, I got it. It's like, I need to allow her to do those things. And the same thing, if you're in a relationship, y'all need to let each other develop and become who you're going to be naturally, as well as accept who that person is. Because if I don't get in a relationship expecting and trying to change nobody, you can help people mold and transform, but you can't just make them change into something that you want them to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got this person and they got, I don't know, like a temper, and they always ready to fuss and fight and argue. That might just be them. That's not a beast that you probably shouldn't be trying to tame, because you're going to spend more time doing that versus finding somebody that ain't got this temper or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So one thing with the fear and the men, having that fear, and women, we're not saying that women ain't fearful of the same thing, or even scared to get in a relationship because in fear that he may not ever want to get married. Again, that's a conversation, but men having that fear we can speak to, because we are men and we've had those fears. Yeah. But the fear don't stop with, if you fearful of getting married, or the excuses. The fear comes, at the proposal. Are you going to get married? Is that somebody you want to marry? The fear comes at the first child. If you ain't already had a child, if y'all working on the child, or as soon as she gets pregnant, the fear it's always something that is just like, all right, what am I going to do here? You're doing for the first time that you may be fearful of. Well, me and Angel, we had bought our first house.
I was just about to say that mortgage.
The mortgage. God dang. Boy. Buying that first house. Seeing that price was like, what in the hell did we just get ourselves into? Because we was at the point to where we couldn't back out. And I'm like, wait, that ain't the same price y'all been telling us.
Yeah.
But by the time we had our first child, we had been in our house for a year. Angel was in her career. I was in my career. When we found out she was pregnant for the first time with our first son, we were terrified. Man. Now we can look back and laugh. It's like we were idiots to be scared. But it's like we were for real like, we ain't ready. Oh, my God, this is not, we wanted like 2 more years. If you waiting on a certain time, on the perfect time to have a child, you will never have a child. Simple as that. It ain't no perfect time to ever have no child in your mind. What I'm talking about, we think back on that now, like our parents cackled at us. They laughed so hard. And we were looking at everybody like, all of y'all can go to hell because we are scared. We not ready for this. Why weren't we ready? Just because we weren't ready yet. It didn't fit in our little makeup timeline. Yeah. people look at us as like, oh, well, y'all did everything right because we dated, we got married, we bought our house, we had an apartment, we bought our house, then we had our first child. That ain't how we planned that out. That's just how things happen. We didn't plan nothing out. Yeah, we didn't plan this out. It was like we fell elegantly. That's what we did. We were falling and like, catching our feet every time. So the fear thing, it never stops. It's going to be one thing after another.
Yeah. Now, for the man that's in this situation of his girlfriend asking him about marriage, if you're that guy, you need to have a talk with yourself and understand that this is serious business, and you need to really voice your opinion on if you really want to get married. And if you've just been, hey, I've been playing house, I ain't gonna marry you, and let the young girl go, because that's the situation too. Stringing the young lady along that's selfish, honestly. Like how you wait, she wasting her whole, like some women say, her whole 20s. I know a young lady that was with a man 11 or 12 years, 20, 21 to up to like 32. They've been living together, everything. And then one day he just dipped. He's like,
wasted them prime years.
Prime. When she was nice and tight and everything. Yeah. Now, he just got on. Men, man, do your thing, but don't do that. If you know you're not trying to marry the girl, let her go. And women do not fall for that bull that the guy talks. 11, man, you pass 5 years of dating somebody and they're not trying to marry you, get gone. No matter how hard it is. If you want to get married, get gone. Especially if you don't have any children by the man, get gone. And you should honestly, before you tell them year 1, year 2, you trying to get married, try not to get pregnant by the dude until you do get married, because then you'll be severed, not severed, but tied to him for that time, and then you're gonna be chasing that. Oh, we got kids together, I got to stay with
y'all tied together for life now.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be 11 years in, 3 kids, and he gonna, you know what? She just my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which you are.
Baby's mama.
Baby mama. And he gonna go. So try to be men. Let the young lady know. Let your women know, I'm not marrying you. And women, don't sit back and let the dudes just coast and use you up and then dip on you. That ain't cool.
Yeah, I got homegirls like our age, single, and I tell them all the time, be straight up. I ain't saying you got to bring it up on the first, second, or third date, but bring it up very early in the relationship, what it is you're looking for, and your timeline. Don't be afraid to throw a timeline out there. Yeah. That way, that helps you weed through all the riffraff. You get rid of all the, let's just see, or, it's too early to be talking about that. Look, I just turned 40. I got homegirls from 35 to 42 that are single, and it's just like, if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for somebody serious, if you're looking to be married, don't let nobody string you along. You have that first couple months. As soon as y'all start getting serious, get serious. Like, hey, just be straight up and honest. This is how old I am. This is how old I want to be. This is how long I expect this to happen. If you can't make any moves, I'm going to go ahead and let you know now. Kick rocks. Move on, find the next one.
When I was in my 20s, I told y'all, my line was, hey, Miss Lady, I'm just looking for a friend.
Yeah.
If a man tell you that now,
I'm just looking for a friend at that age.
30 years of age and up, I'm just looking for a friend.
That's how he looks.
Man, get the hell on. The dude is telling you straight up in a nice way, I'm looking for a buddy that we can just do whatever we want to do with no strings attached. Ain't no commitment in that at all. So yeah, don't fall. You know what I'm saying? I know the southern accent, the eyes. Hold up.
Show him the eyes. Make you zoom in on that.
I've been zoom in right on the eyes. Hold on. Yeah. It'll get you. It'll get you. Don't let them
I
boys
need the
get
sun
you.
because my eyes are light. I just do that look off.
Yeah.
Let the sun pierce my eyes. Like, oh, I'm sorry. You say something?
Yeah. Don't fall for that, man. Be straight up with these guys. I'm especially talking to the 30-year-olds and up.
Yeah, those
you have
looking for
no
something
time
serious.
to be Netflix and chilling unless that's you. But
unless you want to.
Unless you want to. But if you're looking for something serious, if you know you want to have a child soon or be married soon, you can't spend 2 to 5 years just casually dating this one dude that's just like good looking and whatever. It'll be
because it's bad enough for relationships that both people are serious and it end up not working out after 2 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, I done wasted all this time. And the thing is, I'm just speaking on friends that's been through that, of that age and been through it and feel like, at the end of the day, it's like, I just wasted all this time with this fool when I should have got out a long time ago. And don't ignore the signs.
Oh yeah.
Don't ignore them goddamn signs. We not that slick. We tell you exactly who we are.
Hey, if you dealing with
somebody calling you.
Nah, I'm about to say if you dealing with a man seriously and this man panics when you grab his phone, that's a red flag.
Man, a lot of times I had to let Angel know, look, now I'm in some text groups. Ain't no telling what might pop up. So I don't panic, but I be like, hey. But now before you go scrolling, once you go through the pictures, it's gonna be a bunch of stuff of you. Some of them you didn't even know I took, but they in there. But them other ones, you go through a couple of them groups. It ain't me.
Oh, man. Yeah, my partner be sending me all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But in his case, he explains it and he knows what it is. But he ain't jumping out the shower like, hey, what you doing today? You know what I'm saying? Goodness.
You be dead asleep. Oh, you got my phone?
Sleeping with it underneath your pillow.
Oh, yeah. If somebody that paranoid about their phone, that's a clear sign right there.
The flags he talking about. Like one of the flags.
Yeah, one of the flags. When I have friends and go, I'm just being straight up and just open right now. When I have friends going through crap, and I got to the point to where I don't get in people's business. And I've heard many times, it's like, well, you need to make it your business because I'm your friend. No. I only help people that want to be helped.
Yeah.
I ain't going to point out obvious signs of somebody, that somebody don't need to be with just for them to go back and be with them. If that's what you want to do, go on and do it. Mm-hmm. So I pull away. But I just don't understand. I don't understand how people get in it. It's called the frontal lobe. I don't know. It's a certain part of the brain where it just makes you act stupid. You basically develop it in your teen years.
Okay.
Like you feel like you invincible, like you can't nothing happen to you. Yeah, your teen years, and women get it. Who called it that? Was it Danny? Somebody I heard they called it dick drunk.
No.
To where you just having sex with somebody and you blind to everything else that's happening.
Yeah.
But I can't even say it with some of my friends. It's like, I'm like, was it that good for you to ignore all this? Nah, it wasn't even good. Then why?
I can only speak for the 30 and up, because I don't know what's going on nowadays with
they 30 and up
with the teenagers and the 20-year-olds.
In the 20s, yeah. I got nieces
world.
And nephews that young, but I don't even know what's going on with them. I don't even bother to ask.
That social media got everything crazy. But 30 and up, you should have learned your lesson by now.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm talking.
The guys,
fellas, have your stuff in order. Know what you want.
Man.
Put it out there on Front Street. What you looking for. Same with the ladies. Know what you want. Put it out there on Front Street. Make sure people are honest and don't be shallow.
Yeah.
We had a friend. She was dating this dude. Dude had his stuff together. He was serious. Wanted to be serious, successful, and everything. Mm-hmm. She didn't want to date the dude because he had small shoulders. I said, really?
Oh, hold on.
His shoulders was too small. You know how skinny my shoulders was when I got with Angel?
Hold on. How is she wanted them out?
Muscular, I'm assuming. I don't know. He had small shoulders.
Was his head just too big?
Nah, I mean, that man ended up getting married with another nice young lady, and then she's still single. I'm like, there he is with his small shoulders, wifed up.
Oh my goodness,
So
that's crazy, man.
That was what she. I said, but what about everything else? Like,
small shoulder.
This shoulder is small. What?
She got some small. Well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got some stories for you. I ain't gonna put all my friends' business out there, but some of them been through some stuff, and I'm just like, one was in a long relationship, and everybody was like, "Why?" Then her thing was, "Why didn't y'all tell me? You didn't want to hear it. You didn't want to hear that."
So this goes for Tank and friends like Tank. Y'all need to tell the
Not
people.
friends like friends that I have. I wouldn't like it.
No,
yeah.
I'm saying, she said, why y'all tell
yeah.
me? You like, you weren't ready for the truth.
Yeah.
Your friends tell your
Speak
friends
up.
the truth and speak up. Because you would think it's obvious, but no, it's not obvious.
Yeah,
People
just
ain't
come
even
from a
thinking
place
about
from
it.
love. If they willing to accept it, now everybody ain't willing to accept it. You know,
That's true,
we've
too.
seen people in situations, and you say something, and they throw excuses out for that person.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do, but speak up and be willing to listen to people when they tell you. So if you hear the same thing 3-4 times about a person, just consider it's most likely true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's debatable, then you probably need to look at the options of, is that a possibility of this person is trash or this person sleeping around? It is what it is.
Yeah. See, this episode could go, we could talk to women about what they should be looking for and telling men.
Stay tuned for part 2, but this might be a couple months from there. It ain't going to be next week. But we're going to do a part 2 of this. We're going to bring on some ladies.
I want to, my last thing to the men is that basically I've already said it though. Be honest with yourself. Figure out if you really want to marry the girl, especially if she's telling you that she wants to be married. How I looked at my wife and what I considered was, if I would have children with this girl, would I feel comfortable with my kids being with her and her family without me for an extended period of time? Would I have any concern?
Yeah.
And dealing with my wife before she was my wife and getting to know her family before she was my wife, I was like, oh, my kids will be straight. Yeah. I know. So that's one thing I looked at. The other thing I looked at too, sex. Some of you guys are probably like, y'all ain't having enough sex. That's getting married is not going to just all of a sudden shoot the sex radar up. So take that in consideration too.
Unless y'all celibate.
Yeah, unless y'all
even
celibate.
then, you might have some struggles. You might have a struggle coming back from not being celibate.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, if you celibate, that I can't speak on that. I got in the sheets way long. Yeah.
No, we did a year of celibacy. Me and Angel did.
Before y'all got married?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I mean, we were getting it in for about that first year and a half. It was 6 months to a year.
That don't count.
Yeah. No, it did count.
No,
because once we started doing it again, it was like we got to relearn each other. It wasn't like, hey, I've been waiting on this. Yeah, Tank's back in. Nah, Tank took some time to. It was weird. I said you killed this.
Oh man!
It only took about a month or so. Yeah. I was good after that.
Oh my goodness! I wonder. Yeah, I'm talking to me.
Yeah, it was a moral thing that she wanted to do.
Yeah.
That was something that she was and I agreed to it. I was like, all right.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Because then you really see if you can communicate.
Yeah, right. It ain't just.
Yeah. It's bang, bang, thank you, ma'am, and all that. Yeah. Okay.
But now, let us know below. Were you fearful? Did you want to get married when you got married? Are you going through a relationship right now to where y'all looking to get married? One of y'all looking to get married and the other one seems a little apprehensive about it? Let us know below. Again, thank y'all for tuning in to Let Us Tell It. I'm one of your hosts, Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Marcus on the Gram. You can find me on Instagram, Marcus on the Gram, Facebook, Marcus on the Book.
Goolsby, GOOLZBY on IG. And Building with Goose on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So make sure y'all check that out. And my beard and body butter man shit will be back up on sale here pretty soon. I had to halt the sales on that because I had to go home to deal with some stuff. But you can find that at manshit.com. That's MANSHYT. By the time y'all see this, I don't know if it'll be back up and sale yet because I'm in the middle of making batches. I had to re-up on my batches. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. You got anything else for the people?
Nah, man. Till next time.
All right, till next time, family. We'll holler at y'all.